The world of cryptocurrencies just went through a big change that could mean everything for XRP. The Loomis Gillibrand crypto bill, also called the Clarity for Payment Stable Coins Act, is a new bill that was just introduced in Congress. It could be the thing that Ripple has been looking for. Why is this bill so important for XRP? Actually, the bill only talks about digital assets that can work with each other. Here, my friends, is where XRP really shines. XRP has been dealt with legal uncertainty for many years. In fact, its future was called into question while it was in court with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC). But this bill makes everything different. The Loomis Gillibrand crypto bill aims to make rules about digital assets clearer, which is something Ripple has been asking for a long time. It's meant to make it easy to tell the difference between different types of digital assets such as stable coins, utility tokens, and security tokens. This could help XRP grow by setting clear legal guidelines. The part of this bill that focuses on making laws for payment systems that use digital assets, especially those that are quick and safe, is one of the most important parts. The goal of this framework is to make sure that digital currencies can be used safely and successfully in a wide range of financial transactions and with other digital currencies. The best part is now here. That has to do with XRP. The technology behind XRP is made to work with current financial systems without any problems. This makes it a useful tool for updating payment systems. Ripple's main goal has always been to speed up, lower the cost, and improve the efficiency of global transfers. Ripple wants to get rid of the usual things that slow down foreign transactions, like high fees and long processing times, by using XRP. XRP has already shown that it can be used as a cross-border payment option. Banks, other financial institutions, and even governments use it to make international transactions easier and faster than with traditional systems like SWIFT. This not only makes payments faster and more efficient, but it also grants more people access to money and boosts global economic growth. This bill might be the one that makes XRP officially recognized as a real asset with value in the world market. The Bitcoin market has been unstable for years, with many digital assets competing for acceptance and credibility. And Ripple's XRP has been one of the frontrunners in this race. The Clarity for Payment Stable Coins Act aims to make the role of different digital assets in the payment space clearer by giving them a much-needed framework for how to be used and regulated. Setting clear rules and directions for the industry could be a big win for this act, and Ripple's XRP could be one of the biggest winners of all. XRP has the huge ability to change the way we think about digital payments and international trade. Ripple has worked hard for years to make XRP a real alternative to standard banking rails. As part of their work, they have formed partnerships with financial companies and are always making technological improvements. But it could never reach its full promise without clear regulatory recognition. Not having a clear set of laws has been a big problem for wider acceptance. But things could change a lot if Congress agrees to let assets like XRP work with other assets. This would help not only Ripple, but also the whole banking system. A lot of institutions might start to accept the idea. This could be the start of a new age of financial innovation and openness, with XRP at the of it all. Things are about to get even more interesting. More and more stories are going around that Ripple executives and Congress members meet behind closed doors. According to these rumors, Ripple may have had a big say in how this bill was written, or at the very least, they were highly involved in the process. Why does this matter? In that case, Ripple's goals would be the same as the lawmakers who are deciding how digital assets will be regulated in the future, if Ripple had been personally involved in the discussions about how to regulate them. Here's where XRP's real value lies, though. If this bill passes and XRP is legally recognized as a key asset in the world of digital assets that can work with each other, Ripple could get a lot of institutions to use it. Companies, banks, and governments would not have to worry about getting in trouble with lawmakers when they add XRP to their payment systems, thanks to the new rules. That's really important. Take a look at it. A new financial system could be built around XRP if it is publicly recognized as a real digital asset that can be used for payments. That's not all. The biggest banks might start buying a lot of XRP as soon as it is accepted as an asset that follows the rules set by regulators. Santander and PNC are two banks that have already shown interest in Ripple's technology. They could start using XRP more in their daily business, and XRP's value could go through the roof as more businesses start to use it. Could XRP really reach $1,000? That's the big question everyone has. It's not impossible if the rules are made clear. A lot of institutions use it, and cross-border payments are made with it. To put it another way, XRP already has a network that can handle cross-border payments worth trillions of dollars every year. The price of XRP could go through the roof if more states, banks, and businesses start using it in the future. This could make the price of XRP go to heights that many people didn't think were possible. It's important to remember that if XRP reached $1,000, the market value would be about $27.5 trillion, which is more than gold. This would be a huge accomplishment for any asset, but especially for one that has been fighting for a long time for clear law language. Some of the biggest financial institutions in the world have started to use XRP, which could cause a huge rise in demand for the currency. If this happens, the market cap could finally become very large. Also, we need to keep in mind that even though this bill is very good for Ripple and XRP, there is still a lot of work to be done. The process of making laws is complicated and rarely reliable. The Loomis Gillibrand crypto bill is still going through Congress, and it might be held up or changed before it becomes law. Lawmakers will look at every little thing. Prices are still changing every day because the market is still unstable. And even though XRP has promise, investors need to stay smart and aware. You should be careful and know both the possibilities and the risks before you move forward. One thing is certain though. Ripple could be at the forefront of a revolution in digital payments that changes how we do business around the world. If this bill passes and XRP is accepted as a key player in the future financial system. In that case, what should you do with your XRP? Keep a close eye on how this bill moves forward. The result of this legislative effort could make things very different for Ripple and XRP, and it could even make the token more valuable in ways we've never seen before. Now is the time to get active, learn more, and get ready for the changes that are coming. Once this bill is passed, many businesses and organizations will want to use XRP as a payment method, which could cause its price to balloon. If you think this bill will help XRP reach $1,000, you might want to hold on tight. This could be the time when people around the world realize how valuable XRP really is. If you have XRP and think it will go up in value, please leave a comment below with the word XRP legal. As always, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell to stay up to date on the latest news in the world of XRP and Ripple.